Party City's 2023 animatronics have been revealed. Let's take a look. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and welcome to a very exciting video because Party City has officially shown off their 2023 Halloween animatronics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to be making this video because as per the last couple of months, there was a lot of talk about Party City and Halloween City and whether they would actually be releasing animatronics for this season. Obviously, Party City did announce a chapter of bankruptcy just a couple of months ago, and that led to rumors that they would be releasing no new Halloween animatronics for this season. However, I am happy to say that that has been proven false by a brand new webpage being created on Party City's website that they've been creating, simply called New Animatronics Coming Fall 2023, and this brand new site reveals 10 new Halloween animatronics that they are releasing both at Party City, some are Halloween City exclusives. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the Party City / Halloween City 2023 animatronics. Now, the first animatronic that is showcased by Party City is a brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre officially licensed 6-foot Leatherface animatronic. Now, yes, this is technically the third Leatherface that we are getting for the Halloween 2023 season. Obviously, a couple months ago, we heard about how Lowe's will be selling a Gemmy-manufactured Leatherface for this season. That was the first one we heard about. Then, just yesterday, I talked about how Spirit Halloween revealed in their brand new Welcome to Spirit Hollow sneak peek video that they will have a Pretty Woman version of a Leatherface animatronic, but we haven't seen it just yet. We just know it is being released. This is a brand new Leatherface coming to Party City / Halloween City that will be manufactured by Techie Design. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this prop looks incredible. That is absolutely what I believe 100%. There is nothing bad as of right now I think about this animatronic, and in my opinion, this is the perfect Leatherface prop. The look of this guy from the face to literally the feet looks movie replica like. The chainsaw looks fantastic. He's got the bracelet from Texas Chainsaw Massacre on. Again, like I just said, the face and the entire mask looks exactly like Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. He's 6 feet tall, of course, officially licensed, and the detail is on par. Techie did a fantastic job with this animatronic. Now, obviously, we do not have any demo videos for these animatronics just yet, so we're not sure what his animation will be. However, probably we're going to see some kind of moving of the chainsaw blades. That's kind of expected. Maybe the arms will even go up and the chainsaw will kind of like rev up or something like that. I honestly don't know. We don't have the demo video to say just yet. I kind of expect the price tag on this guy to be more high up there because of how high quality the looks of him look. But either way, even if the price tag is high, he's a movie replica quality kind of prop in my opinion. And I'm very much hoping that I can pick this guy up for Halloween 2023. Alright, so next up is the animatronic showed off at the top of this page. This is Party City's 12-foot Wendigo. Now, it is so exciting to see yet another Wendigo prop coming out for this season because obviously Home Depot tried their hand at a Wendigo. We haven't seen the demo video. We saw the leaked photos of it a couple of months ago at this point. Wasn't a huge fan of that rendition of it. However, this one looks fantastic. I love this 12-foot Wendigo. It is exactly what a Wendigo monster should look like, and it's very much like the kind of lore and the cryptid behind the Wendigo creature. The cool horns look great. They look like they're going to be huge in real life. Also love the posing of the way the arms are. He's got some moss kind of material on his like shoulders leading up to the head there. Face looks very cool. The description for him here, the short description, says he has a hyper detailed head and hands with burning red eyes. So he's going to have some red LED eyes in there. The clothing is a little bit more on the generic side, I will say that. And they're kind of going for more like a costume attire more than like fur, like what you would see on maybe like a real Wendigo monster, I guess you could say. I will say the 12-foot Wendigo is the first Halloween City exclusive animatronic revealed on this website, and there is 4 of them. 4 animatronics from Party City / Halloween City, I guess. I don't know which one I should say. That will be exclusive to Halloween City locations, which means probably they won't be online Halloween City's website. You'll probably only be able to buy them in stores. That's normally what we see from Halloween City exclusives, which is a little bit disappointing, but I understand why they do it for the huge props, because it's more money to ship those, and they'd rather just give it to a Halloween City location. Alright, and next up, we have another 12-foot prop. This is the Towering Pumpkin Creep. Now, I know a lot of people are enjoying this guy. Unfortunately, he's probably lower on my list in terms of the Party City lineup, just because I feel like he's one of the more simple and by the book characters we're seeing this year. Obviously, he's another 12-foot prop, which we're getting so many 12-foot props at this point. But he is more just a standard pumpkin. He doesn't really have a unique twist to him like the Wendigo, because we never really see Wendigo, so it's cool to see him as 12 foot. This is just another 12-foot pumpkin. He's kind of similar in concept to the 12-foot Inferno pumpkin skeleton that we saw from Home Depot in 2021. That's kind of, I guess, the idea. This guy is more of like a pumpkin than a skeleton. But again, don't think this is a bad prop by any means. I just think he is a little bit more basic. I do really like how the pumpkin has a stem growing out of it, because we don't always see that for pumpkins. They kind of just are normally a pumpkin and that's it. I like how there's a stem on there. Alright, and next up is a prop we have heard about for a while, and it is finally getting its release. This is the 9-foot drop-down Scarecrow. And from this image and from the description and from his height, this is one of my most anticipated props of this season. He is a 9-foot prop, already more on the large size, which is awesome. And the description says that he suddenly drops down to scare unsuspecting passerby. So what we can see from the image is that he's kind of meant to look like he's on a stake, like a Scarecrow would be, and the animation will be that he kind of drops down. Now, in my opinion, this sounds almost like a professional prop kind of animation, so I am so curious to see how the animation will actually pulled off. I believe this guy is being manufactured by Techie this year. I'm pretty sure. We don't really know all the manufacturers for these guys just yet, but I'm curious to see what this is going to look like, if he's going to be fast, if he's going to be slow, and how well the animation will actually look for the real animatronic. I think the look of this guy, just like the Towering Pumpkin Creep, more on the basic side of a Scarecrow, just some basic brown and gray clothing. He's got like a burlap sack over his head, red LED eyes. He seems like he's got a black hat on. I don't really think the look of this guy or the clothing is going to be the thing that's going to make him stand out, though. It's going to be that animation. So I don't think the look is super important for this guy, as long as that animation really holds up and really gives a good jump scare. Next up is an absolutely insane prop. This is the 9.5-foot Mega Wolf animatronic, and this guy will be a Halloween City exclusive, it seems like. This guy is absolutely ridiculous because he is 9.5 feet tall, judging by the title here, and his description says, snaps its jaws and bares its teeth while snarling and lunging. That is correct. This Mega Wolf will be a lunging animatronic. That is ridiculous for a 9.5 feet tall prop. We never really see giant animation for big props like this, and I am very, very interested to see what this is going to look like. I will say, in terms of the look of this guy is definitely on the lowest of my list for Party City. Don't really love how he has like a green outfit on for the shirt. It kind of looks a little bit weird for a werewolf. But again, just like the drop-down Scarecrow, I don't really think the look for this guy is the most important thing. What you're going to be looking at is the animation, and when he jumps forward, it's really going to shock the person in front of it. So even though the clothing is very, very basic and almost prototype looking, the animation is what's making it important. And I also understand that the money probably went into all the animation for this guy, not really like the costuming, because again, it doesn't really matter that much. The face is a pretty stereotypical werewolf. He's got some blue LED eyes, which I actually really like. I love how blue LEDs look on a werewolf. It's not red, it's not yellow, it's kind of a little bit different. Adds a little bit of a creative flair to this particular Mega Wolf animatronic, but I am so curious to see what the animation on this guy will actually look like. Alright, so jumping down to the next part of this page, it actually says the horror continues, more brand new animatronics, and the first one shown off is Mad Monster Marlin, standing at 7.5 feet tall. Now, this is obviously an SVI animatronic for this season, and he is meant to resemble a Frankenstein, I guess, a big Frankenstein, again, standing at 7.5 feet tall. Not gonna lie, this guy is very kind of silly and cartoony looking. He isn't taking the approach of a realistic Frankenstein or what like a real Frankenstein would look like. He's almost more vintage. I know he's not vintage, so I know he's not vintage, but he kind of takes more of that look, and again, more cartoony, not really on the scary side. Don't have a huge issue with it. I would probably enjoy him a little bit more if he was meant to resemble a really like frightening, scary, intimidating Frankenstein, but nonetheless, still works. I love how he has giant hands compared to the rest of his body. That kind of, again, adds to that cartoony flair. Alright, and next up is an animatronic we know oh so much about. This is the 6-foot neon ice cream clown. Now, if you're in the Haunter community, you have definitely heard or seen this guy within the last couple of weeks. There's a lot of backstory behind this prop. I'm not going to dive into it all in this video because I already made an entire separate video just talking about the history of the Neon Ice Cream Clown and how he came to be. So if you're wanting to see all that, go check out my video with the history of the Ice Cream Clown. So next up is an animatronic I'm very interested to hear more about. This is the 3-foot bloody ghost treater. Now, I really enjoy to see when companies do smaller props. Obviously, I love the giant things, the huge, scary animatronics, but I like the 3-footers because sometimes they can be unique in their own way, and this is one of those times. I'm so curious to see what the animation will be for this guy because none of the ones at the bottom of the page have a description yet, but what we can see here is a trick-or-treater in a ghost outfit, like a very kind of basic Halloween costume with just a sheet over their head. They're holding a very vintage-looking trick-or-treating bag with a pumpkin's face on it, and then the coolest thing, in my opinion, are bloody eyes, blood dripping down, and it looks like some yellow LEDs in there as well. Very interested to see what the animation will be for this animatronic, whether it's going to be the arms move or the hands move. Arms go up and down. That's kind of what I'm predicting as of right now. Maybe even a little bit more than what I'm expecting. I will say that it seems like this guy actually has the shoes from the Eliminating Zombie Boy that was manufactured by Techie Design, which confirms, of course, this guy is also manufactured by Techie Design. I can just notice that in the stock photo, that Eliminating Zombie Boy almost Converse kind of sneaker, which is kind of funny, but nonetheless, the bloody ghost treater, very curious to see what this guy will end up doing and what the animation will be, because from the look of him, very, very creepy, and at the same time, very vintage. Not going to talk a whole lot about this one because this isn't a new animatronic, but I did want to mention it. Rising Woman from Party City 2022 will be returning for this season, as she is on this webpage. Again, we saw her last year. Nothing new, but she is coming back. Alright, and next up is the 9-foot possessed pumpkin patch animatronic. This one looks very interesting from the stock photo. It is a giant pumpkin monster in a brown outfit, leaves kind of all over it, and then a giant pumpkin head. I will say, very funny that the name is Possessed Pumpkin Patch, as we have last year Possessed Pumpkin from Spirit. You can actually see him. There he is. Possessed Pumpkin. Oh, whoa. Possessed Pumpkin from Spirit is right over there. And now we are seeing Possessed Pumpkin Patch from Party City. I'm curious to see what this guy's going to do because from the stock photo, he kind of looks like his arms are kind of out. You can see all those leaves kind of spread out all over him. It doesn't look like he'll have any LEDs in there. Maybe he'll have like a glow inside the pumpkin head. Again, just like I said for a lot of these, the outfit is very plain, but I understand that he's 9 feet tall. Maybe he'll have some kind of huge animation just like the Mega Wolf will. So again, maybe the outfit doesn't really matter that much, but nonetheless, the 9-foot possessed pumpkin patch prop is one I am interested to see more about, just because I feel like the stock photo doesn't give you a whole lot. Also, he will be exclusive to Halloween City for 2023. And finally, the last animatronic revealed is the lunging Black Angel of Death, standing at 6.9 feet tall. Not gonna lie, this is another one more on the lower side, in my opinion, in terms of my personal list, just because this Reaper is very basic looking. Again, it doesn't really have something that's unique to itself. I know it's kind of meant to be a very dark Reaper that it's like kind of stands out because it's so dark colors and not bright at all. I assume based on the title here that he's gonna lunge forward. I'm assuming just like a generic standard animatronic lunging animation. Looks like he has some blue LED eyes, which that I do think goes along well with the entire outfit. It matches well, like a dark blue. I feel like a red would not stand out, a yellow wouldn't work. Blue, like we're seeing here, does work. Another thing I can't really see that well because the stock photo isn't huge is the way the actual face itself looks. This doesn't really look like a skull head. It almost looks like a mask. That might be throwing me off in my opinion. Because it doesn't really look like a Grim Reaper, and that's kind of what this is meant to be, the Black Angel of Death. So it looks more like like I just said, like a Star Wars mask almost, at least from this. Maybe it doesn't, but because this is a small stock image, I can't really tell. As of right now, it also looks like he's holding flowers in his hand. That also might be wrong because it's a small stock photo, but if you look at his right hand, it looks like he's holding like a bouquet of flowers. Maybe that's going to be what it is. Black Angel of Death brings you flowers when you're dying and he lunges at you. I guess that's kind of what the concept is. Alright, so there you have it. All of the new for 2023 animatronics coming to Party City / Halloween City. And overall, I think the props from Party City this year are very, very good. I loved their lineup last year, and I think this year is actually another step up. So I'd love to see that they are upping their game every single season. But I guess, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Party City Halloween 2023 videos. Goodbye.